Kessie talks between Barcelona and Juventus continue. We'll take a look at the status of where they sit. A player has given his yes to Juventus. We'll take a look at the details there. Fan service after everything that went down this past weekend in San Francisco. I'm going to talk about fan service coming from the club we love. And then, of course, we have the 100-year celebration of the AGNELLI'S with Juventus. All right, so you guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the AJC. I'm Alberto. Let's rock. I'm going to kick things off with the centenary celebration for the Agnelli family. All right, so 100 years with the Agnelli family and Juventus. All right, a business model they created that had everybody wanting to follow it. Okay, driven by passion, driven by emotions, driven by that desire to succeed. Okay, gave everybody involved this sense of belonging, this sense of family and whatnot. And you hear it today in social media posts coming from Zidane, Marquisio, Del Piero, just to name a few. All right, and I mean, look at all the incredible memories that we have. You have a lifetime worth of memories no matter when you started to support this club. They turned it into the Italian juggernaut of football that it has become. All right, so massive thank you, and just here's to many more beautiful memories created, hopefully starting very soon, everybody. All right, now let's get to the news as it is. And Kessie talks progressing. Loan with option to purchase 15 million euros is where it sits right now. Barca wants to see it made an obligation. Okay, they want it made an obligation based on Champions League qualification. Juve pushing the envelope a bit, wanting to make it Scudetto or second place, not wanting to get tied down to any type of obligation. We'll wait and see what develops, but the same as anything with any of our targets, somebody has to go first, all right, in the midfield. Zakaria is next on deck. McKennie could be right after that one. Lindstrom, Jesper Lindstrom of Frankfurt has given his yes to Juventus, all right? The price tag is 35 million euros, and same deal that we just talked about with Kessie. People have to be sold. Players have to go first, all right? But that price tag, very high for Juventus. They would definitely need it dropped if they continue on with this player in any way, shape, or form. Yildiz coming out of the U.S. tour right now, okay, and essentially the reports are as follows, that Allegri has tried him essentially everywhere. Mezzala, number 10, second striker, winger, and Yildiz has actually impressed everywhere he's played. I mean, a lot of fans hear this and start to immediately get fired up because of Max Allegri and his past of playing players out of position and whatnot. And they say just play the players in their natural positions and whatnot. But this makes sense because we are looking internally to try and help our midfield create, okay? And I'm seeing Yildiz, when I see these reports, used as that Paul Pogba insurance. Since we still don't have a return date for Paul Pogba, Max is looking for answers. Right now, Yildiz could be that player. Who knows? We'll have to wait. It's still way too early in preseason and the U.S. touring camp to make any kinds of judgments. But right now, Yildiz is the one he's experimenting with, all right? Buffon inching closer and closer to retirement each and every day. It is said that there's going to be a national position role potentially offered up to he and Barzagli, all right? Now, about a month ago, I gave an ultimate teaser, okay? And I said, hey, for me, my selfish reasons, I want Buffon to retire because of what it would mean for this channel. And I stand by that, all right? I'm hoping you retire Gianluigi Buffon, and then I'll be able to share a massive surprise for all of you, okay? Now, Miretti, he is going to go through the U.S. tour, and reports continue to swirl that he will be put out on loan after the team returns from the U.S. tour. But of course, we'll have to just see how he actually does and performs through that U.S. tour, because of course, I think some players are in fact up there for evaluation. All right, now Fan service with what went down in San Francisco. I know that there are certain people that tune in to the show and the channel, whatnot, that have very, very strong connections. And I'm hoping that this gets to the people that need to hear it at Juventus. All right. Now, here's what I wanted to talk about, and that's what just went down in San Francisco. Everybody knew I went down to San Francisco. I was looking forward to the Barcelona Juventus game. I was looking forward to an open training session and everything, and just experiencing everything. Now, what happened? Everything ended up getting canceled. Okay, I still had a great 4 or 5 days with my wife touring San Francisco and everything. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a vacation, whatnot. But not seeing the centerpiece, the highlight, which was going to be that game, was huge. Okay, now, Juventus took off very, very late. We lost the open training session, whatnot. It is what it is. Their flight got delayed, and it is what it is. Barcelona pulled out of the game. Again, not Juve's fault. Okay, Barcelona backed out of the game. Half of their squad became ill. Is what it is. Now, for me, the fan service was poor from then on. Okay, so essentially at that point you have Juventus that essentially put out posts to fan club members, okay, the official fan clubs, the academy parents and everything, that there would be an open training session about an hour earlier from when the kickoff for the game was going to start, and it was still going to be at Levi's Stadium. All right. Now, they obviously had done that without actually checking with Levi Stadium, because Levi Stadium said, no, we're not going to be opening the doors for a training session, whatnot. And then it was this big thing, and that ended up getting canceled as well. You still had 4 hours from this period of time. Now, what some chose to do was stalk the club, go to their hotel, wait outside the front doors of the hotel and just wait. And not all the players partook in autographs and photos and whatnot. Some just jumped right on the bus, ready to go to training and whatnot. Some of them were great about it and took the time and took pictures, took autographs and everything. But you literally had to stalk them out and go to this hotel. With 4 hours of time. And number one, don't get me started on the players that paid no attention to the fans that were out there and whatnot. But with 4 hours time, and even before that, not checking to see if the Levi Stadium would be able to work with you on that and make it an open training session, whatnot, just simply assuming, was incredibly poor. And you sent people for a loop, and you set out official confirmation posts and emails and everything out to everybody. Look, how long and how hard is it to set up a meet and greet? Just simply line up. For a lot of fans, and I was getting the messages, I was getting the texts from people who had made the trip in from all parts of North America, okay? And they're messaging me saying, what is going on? And I'm the one sending apologies, saying sorries on behalf of this club and whatnot, and trying to get some information and just getting thrown for loops here. Look, how hard is it to set up in a conference room at the hotel and whatnot? They have security, single line, a meet and greet, walk around, photos, autographs, done. For so many made a trip from all sorts of parts from North America. For a lot of them, they can't make a trip over to see you in Turin, where you are. This is very, very poor fan service, in my opinion. All right, it was handled very, very poorly, and sadly, I was not surprised. I was not surprised in the least bit. When it comes to fan service, the club needs to really pull it together. And I hope that this gets to the right people. And by all means, I will very much elaborate for those in terms of everything if you want to have that discussion right now. But I hope this gets to the right people, because the fan service from the club, big time, needs to elevate itself, all right? Because that's just simply unacceptable what happened in San Francisco this past weekend, all right? For me, I did not go to the hotel room. I did not stalk them. I did not wait outside the doors or whatever to get a glimpse, get an autograph, whatnot, because you were getting mixed information. You were trying to set up rides. You were trying to figure out, okay, we're going to go with this guy. Oh, no, it's canceled now. Oh, some people are going to go to hotels. Some people aren't. It was a mess. It was a mess was not handled professionally, in my personal opinion, and it didn't have the fans' best interest at heart, which should be one of the key points of this tour, not just the money. All right. But hey, that's just me. That's just me spitballing and venting the frustrations of what happened on the weekend. And that's more not just from me, but from the messages that I was getting from fans that had made trips, much longer trips than I made, to get there to try and see our beloved Juventus. All right. So from the bottom of my heart, Juve, do better, please. All right, everybody, that's your daily update video to today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about everything you heard. All right, if you're down there in San Francisco, share with me your thoughts, whatnot. If you got to see the club, if you got to see the team and the players and get some autographs with stuff, that's great. But let's mix it up. All right, and like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily update video. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.